Welcome back. In this lecture, you're going to learn how to connect Google Ads to your Google Analytics, improve the tracking of that data, and then where to find all of that precious data. Let's dive in. First of all, you're going to need two things. Number one is to be logged into your account and not the demo account, simply by clicking into accounts, going into your account and your property. The second thing that you need is to have a Google Ads account that is connected to this Gmail that you're using and that you're logged into your Google Analytics on. They need to be using the same Gmail. Then what we're going to do is move down to admin, scroll down until we see Google Ads links. Click there, and then we're going to click on link, choose Google Ads account, select the account, confirm. Click on next. We're going to make sure that we enable everything here so that it's gathering as much data as it possibly can. And then go down and click on next. Make sure that it's on. Make sure that this has auto tagging. Make sure that this is on. And then click on submit. Amazing. So now that you have linked Google Ads and Google Analytics, the next thing you want to do is make sure that Google Ads is allowed to gather as much data as it can, even from Google Analytics. So what we're going to do is exit here. We're going to scroll up and then go down and click on data settings and then data collection. So if you remember when we created our Google Ads account, they asked us if we wanted to enable Google Signals. Now, Google Signals allows you to recognize who a user is cross network and cross platforms. So for example, if you have one user coming into your website through their desktop and then they go into your website through their cell phone, well, then you're going to recognize that that is the same user. Same thing here. When you allow Google Ads to be connected to your Google Signals, that means that if someone click on your ad on, let's say, their tablet, and then they go into your website again on their desktop, Google Analytics is going to recognize that this user is originally from one of your ads. This way we get even more accurate data because that user would never have been on your website if it wasn't for that ad. So making sure that you allow Google Signals is super important. So we're going to go ahead and click on get started, click on continue, and then activate. And then what we want to do is go down to where it says user data collection acknowledgement. I acknowledge that I have the necessary privacy disclosures and rights from my end for the user collection processes of their data. And of course, this comes down to the privacy policy. So making sure that you're very clear in your privacy policy that you will be collecting their data, you will be processing it, and you will be using it for third parties, you are all good to go. So make sure you click on I acknowledge. And then that is all there is to it. Amazing. Now that you've added in Google Signals, not only will you be able to get much more accurate data, but you will also enable things as retargeting. By recognizing who the user is, you're also going to be able to target that user again using something called retargeting ads. Now, this isn't an ads course, but if you're familiar with ads, you'll know that this is a very valuable tool to have in your arsenal. And then in order to find where all of that data is going to end up, all we need to do is move over to the left and click on advertising. And then go down to all channels. And then you're going to get an amazing amount of data here. Let me show you how it looks like on the demo account. So as you can see, we can see all of our different channels here. But what is so interesting is that we can see what the cost of the ads are. And you can get that because they are connected, Google Ads and Google Analytics. And then we can see important data such as return on ad spend. And return on ad spend is based on how much are you getting back per $1 spent. So if your return on ad spend is 1, that means that for every $1 spent, you're getting $1 back in return. So that means that when you have a return on ad spend that is at 0.55, you are really going to want to bump those numbers up in order to know that you are staying profitable. Because if you are paying $1 for your ads and you're getting 50 cents in return, that's not going to perform that well over time, is it? But all of this amazing data is available right in here. You just go to advertising, all channels, and then you can compare exactly how it's doing, how much revenue you're making, how much you're paying for the ad cost, and how much you're getting back from those ads. Amazing. So with that said, if you want to learn how to track different campaigns in even more details, I'm going to show you how to do just that in the next lecture. See you there.